Ouch!
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. If you saw the first video, you'll know this is my second opinion video. It came a lot sooner than expected. I hadn't planned to post so soon, it had taken me by surprise. I also rebranded my channel a little bit. It's still me and my old content won't change. I've just decided since the first video that I wanted to explore other genres of content with this channel. Today I've decided to put together 3 separate conversations in one video, so sit down and get settled in your seats. Again, don't take anything I say in this video as hate. It's all just my opinion and no harm is meant towards any group. So, don't argue because you'll be yelling at a mirror. And respect not only me, but other people as well who also share their opinion. And if you do share your opinion, please do so respectfully. With that, I'll jump right into it. By now, everyone has heard Internet Girl and the public impression isn't too good so far. I would share my take on the entire situation, but I wanted to narrow this down to just the song on its own and critique on it. Internet Girl should have stayed in the dusty storage room corner. It's the worst mix of techno, gamecore, unstructured vocals, and TikTok brain rot. The song started as shocking but faded into background noise before I could even get the plot. Everyone locked in on the baby voice, but with a dissolved song structure like that, I almost didn't even notice. It felt lazy and weak. A quirky and cool concept watered down by laziness. Tell me why the only good part was the repeated girl puff power chant "I'm the Internet Girl." The entire song felt like mixing rocks, ice, cherries and sand in a blender. There was no flow throughout the structure. I was questioning where the verses, pre-chorus, and chorus were. Let's be serious, the song was starved of a bridge. So starved, it was the dry Sahara. There was no texture and grounding element. And I don't want to hear anyone say it was a stylized choice. If it was, they clearly didn't do it right. It was a train wreck in heels. A cheap off-brand bag of leftovers labeled Gucci. Vision doesn't equal success because that delivery was anything but successful. But I won't be a complete hater. The instrumentals would have ate up on their own if it was allowed to breathe. But I'm not gonna ignore the real problem here. I think we all agree that the vocal design does not benefit the girls. They've proved countless times that they can sing. It's terribly infuriating that they keep pushing a concept that deprives the girls of it. Thinking back during debut, Lara clearly stood out as a strong vocalist for the group. And during Gabriella, all of the girls had shown a stable side to their vocals too. I'm all for growing up and transitioning into mature concepts, but this isn't how it's supposed to be done. It's childish dressed too old for its age. There's been many issues, especially the sexualization, but that's a separate conversation. So I'll end by saying that the entire game they are playing with Gnarly and Internet Girl is backfiring. They're trying to profit off of the shock factor these songs hold, but long-term clearly left the boardroom. Will you seriously still be memeing along to these songs and jokes in 10 years' time? I highly doubt so. They've built it off of TikTok trends, but those trends quickly fade and become cringe or even hated. If this becomes the new discography, visuals can't save them forever. So with that conversation over, I introduce case file number 2. This isn't K-pop, but I wanted to include as well. Before skipping to the plot, I want to first explain what I'm going to talk about since it's T-pop instead. So, firstly, I want to talk about a 12-member Thai boy group called Bus. They debuted on the 6th of December, 2024 through a survival show called 789 Survival hosted and aired in Thailand. So last year, towards the ending months of 2025, they took a trip to Japan for both content filming and an event. The event was a performance at the World Expo 2025 held in Osaka. The topic of attention is this exact performance. I wish to start off by saying the boys did an amazing job with what they were given. And they've grown a lot since debuted. As a fan, it was nice seeing them perform outside of Thailand for the first time. My beef is not with them, but with that team behind it all. They spend billions to build the venue just for the World Expo alone, but they couldn't spend a few cents to buy a bigger block for bus to perform on. The members looked so cramped, it was painful and overwhelming to watch. They have 12 members, so prepare accordingly. And no, it doesn't end there. Just as they started, the backtrack decided to ditch. Did we not pre-check beforehand? Were there no rehearsals? Because not only that, everything felt freestyled and held together by muscle memory in the dance studio. The boys ended up covering for the rest of the entire song, but what was the real lucky spark was that the crowd ended up knowing the song even just a little bit. So, the air didn't die. And the next issue, yes, the list continues, there were no mics. I mean, absolutely nothing. It was lip-syncing without makeup. But that wasn't what really bothered me. When the music cut, the boys were not singing to make up for it. They had to fully yell. Even though the crowd knew the songs, it's a different country, different language. And not everyone knew the group. The risks were high, and if the crowd didn't know the song, the boys would have had to carry everything. And the point of this event was for global promotion, so they came with the mindset of no one knows us. But eventually they did fix the backtrack, so it wasn't a complete fail. Adding on to everything, you couldn't clearly see the members due to the lack of space. And back to that open and honest lip-syncing, were we trying to promote a dance group or idols? For a promotional event in a new country, the marketing strategies were not fully on board during that meeting. Now do I think the staff should get fired? No. Do I think they should have done better, both the tech team, marketing team, and managers? Yes. I hope they learn for the future. Now for the final conversation. This is a stark contrast to the heavy mood up until now. I'm actually very happy about this. The DXS unit is finally real and alive. I always wanted the pair to become a duo, as DK and Seungkwan are both my favorite vocalists in 17. When JXW debuted, it marked countless possibilities. So DXS hasn't debuted just yet, but I just wanted to have a quick chat over everything so far. Firstly, the concept film. Absolutely gorgeous. The acting was good and the mood was captured so wonderfully. Though maybe it's just me, so don't attack me for it, but I didn't quite catch the plot. Besides that, overall I can't hate it for anything at all. It was especially good for a concept film. And the budget felt high, which added a chef's kiss. Next I want to talk about the tracklist they released. You can tell they're going for a strong emotional vocal delivery based on vibe alone. And honestly, it suits DK and Seungkwan so well. I'd love to say the pictures paired with the song titles were so beautiful, as well as the titles themselves. This is a pure example of minimalistic done right. I'm very expectant for Prelude of Love, just by that title. And the fact that they both have solos is honestly even better. So far the vision is clear. Lastly, the cinema posters. Those posters did more than just justice, they were serving the entire law. They perfectly backed up that concept film, so clearly doubling down on the concept, and I'm all here for it. In summary, the mood board is setting high expectations. Vocally, I know the boys are more than capable. I'm only waiting for the production to serve equally as well as them. There's so much more that I could say, but I'll cut it short here for now. I'll definitely talk about them again after the album release on the 12th. So, look out for that video. I want to say thank you for watching. I want to turn this into a space built for open communication. I started it so I could let go of things that ever bother me or things that make me really excited. If you ever feel the same, you're invited to come here and talk. It's all I plan for this era of my channel. It could maybe even become a whole different side to my channel. So, as always, share your thoughts and opinions in the comments. I'll definitely be reading those later in my free time. And again, feel free to talk about anything weighing on your mind, whether a topic from this video or something completely different. If you have questions, you can ask those too. I hope you have a well-balanced and productive day. So, see you later.